with him. Mama have a ball with him. Somebody call Rihanna, I'm about to draw with him. He with the stage cause he in the wild women. Put the legs on his head, now he love tall with him. You will never catch me calling these men daddy. I ain't lying, grandma, just to make him happy. Lifestyle winner, tank fitter. It never happened if the wasn't happened.
All that with your voice, power, vote. Come November, we will vote record numbers. And we can do it.
I'm a hot girl, I do hot. Finishing come on my outfit. I don't sex quick, cause I ain't thirsty. These dudes mad, they wanna hurt me. I'm a hot girl, I do hot. Finishing come on my outfit. I don't sex quick, cause I ain't thirsty. These dudes mad, they wanna hurt me. I do hot. Let me see them hands, Atlanta. I don't sex quick, cause I ain't thirsty.
Are you ready?
I get money, I'ma stop. I get money, I'ma stop. Yeah. Hey.
お金稼ぐ俺らはスターキラキラ
He know who I am, ain't had to say my name. Stack it up like Tetris, but this money ain't a game. Watashi kawaii, eat halada. Drinking out the bottle, getting twisted Maruchan. Big exotic herb, man's this a crock. Watch too expensive, ain't no way I'm getting clocked. So many carats, diamonds through the running hop.
Are you ready to take our freedom? Are you ready to win this election?
I get money, I'ma stop. Yeah.
お金稼ぐ俺らはスター
お金稼ぐ私はスター
キラキラ
私はスターNum, eat it up. Okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest, you ain't never got it. I'm present when I'm. What we talking about over here, y'all? Hey, if you love your body, let me hear you make some noise. I need everybody in the crowd to make some noise for Miss Harris. Make some noise for Miss Harris. Our future president. Better too nasty. Talk big, but my bank account bad shit. Good, but I'm classy. Rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, now they gag. Bullshit. It's a movie. I told that bro we gotta keep it lonely. Me the room. I been the block and now it's hot. I'm too cheap. And I'm moving. I need a mop to clean the floors to a strip. I keep a gun, I keep a watch, I keep it whipped. The playing games, time is cause I'm still it. Hey, still it. Let me hear. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. Vote for Miss Harris. I'm so happy to be here, Atlanta.
Please welcome the President of the United States.
What a great crowd. Wow.
Classy,
Let me see those hands that
ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage.
I'm so happy to be here, Atlanta. We're about to make history with the first female president, the first black female president. Hotties for Harris.
To launch Women for Biden Harris. Because, you were there, good. Because when our bodies are on the line, when our daughters' futures are at stake, when our country and its freedom hang in the balance, women are immovable and unstoppable.
I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet.
You gave everything you had to make Joe Biden and Kamala Harris president and vice president.
Hello, Atlanta. I'm Joe Biden. I'm Jill Biden's husband.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Oh, it's good to be back in Georgia. Thank you, everyone. Can we please hear it for Tyler? And please give it up for Quavo. And Megan. And let me also thank our incredible members of Congress who are with us this evening. Senator John Ossoff, Senator Raphael Warnock, and Representative Nikema Williams. Mayor Andre Dickens, thank you for welcoming me back. And thank you to the great Stacey Abrams.
Desiree, thank you for your introduction. And when you're president and they say Joe Biden's out in the waiting room, don't say Joe who, okay? Mayor Andrew Dickinson, Dickens, I just added another syllable to your name. Reverend Senator Warnock, thank you for your leadership. And thank you for the honor, giving me the honor to speak at your congregation at Ebenezer Baptist Church. Look, Senator Ossoff, you're the best, John. Keisha Lance Bottoms, thank you. And Governor Wes Moore, thank you for coming down from Maryland, man. And all of you here today, you know, you're the reason why we're going to win. By the way, that's not hyperbole. You're the reason we're going to win.
The path to the White House runs right through this state. And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024. Yes, we will.
Donald Trump has a different constituency. Here's a guy who's kicking off his general election campaign on the road up with Marjorie Taylor Greene. He can tell you a lot about a person who he keeps company with. And yesterday, he was hosting at his club, Viktor Orban, who says he doesn't think democracy works. Call him a fantastic leader. Seriously. He's been sucking up to win him. Anyway. To want to build dictators and authoritarian thugs all around the world. He said the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un wrote him a, quote, wrote him a beautiful letter. He bragged about calling Xi Jinping a king. He called Putin, and he said, do whatever the hell you want to our allies. I'm not making these quotes up. When he says he wants to be a dictator, I believe him. But I don't want to get carried away here.
So, Georgia, and have a seat if you have a chair. As many of you know, before I was elected vice president and before I was elected a United States senator, I was an elected attorney general and an elected district attorney. And before that, I was a courtroom prosecutor. Put my record against his any day of the week. Any day of the week. I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women. Fraudsters who ripped off consumers. Cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. For example, I took on one of our country's largest for-profit colleges that was scamming students. Well, Donald Trump ran a for-profit college that scammed students. As a prosecutor, I specialized in child sexual abuse cases and sexual abuse cases. Well, Trump was found liable for committing sexual abuse. And as an attorney general, I held the big Wall Street banks accountable for fraud. Donald Trump, guilty of fraud, 34 counts. So in this campaign,
Thank you.
And Donald Trump intends to cut Social Security and Medicare. He intends to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations. He intends to gut our investments in clean energy jobs. He intends to end the Affordable Care Act to deny people with pre-existing conditions. Georgia, America has tried these failed policies before, and we are not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. That's right. And we are not going back because ours is a fight for the future. And it is a fight for freedom. Across our nation, we are witnessing a full-on assault on hard-fought, hard-won freedoms and rights. The freedom to vote. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to live without fear of bigotry and hate. The freedom to love who you love openly and with pride. The freedom to learn and acknowledge our true and full history. And the freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body and not have her government tell her what to do.
And I'm making college more affordable. My brothers and sisters to get through college because it was tough. And the tuitions weren't even anywhere near what they are today. By fixing the student loan program, like the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, I've reduced the burden of student debt for nearly 4 million Americans.
Ours is a fight for the future and for freedom. And I don't have to tell folks in Atlanta that generations of Americans before us led the fight for freedom. We who believe in the sacred freedom to vote will finally pass the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. We who believe in the freedom to live safe from gun violence will finally pass universal background checks, red flag laws, and an assault weapons ban. We who believe in reproductive freedom will stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans, and when Congress passes a law to restore reproductive freedoms, as President of the United States, I will sign it into law.
We're building an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down. Donald Trump did just the opposite. He enacted a $2 trillion tax cut that overwhelmingly benefited the top 0.5% and the biggest corporations and exploded the federal deficit. He added more to the national debt in the 4 years he was there than any presidential term in history. So, by the way, give me a break about reducing the debt. Come on. Folks, how many of you think the tax code is fair? Raise your hand. Well, I sure don't. I'm going to keep fighting like hell to make it fair. Under my plan, nobody earning less than $400,000 a year will pay an additional penny in federal tax. Nobody, not one penny. But big corporations, the very wealthy, will finally begin to pay their fair share. In 2020, the 55 largest corporate of the Fortune 500, 55 of those companies made $40 billion in profits, and they didn't pay a single penny in tax. Zero. Not anymore. Thanks to the law I wrote and signed, big companies have to pay a minimum of 15%. But 15% is still less than working people pay in federal taxes. It's time to raise the corporate minimum tax at least 21%. So every billion-dollar corporation begins to finally begin to pay their fair share. Look, folks, there are 1,000 billionaires in America. 1,000. Look, I'm a capitalist. If you make $1 billion, fine. If you do it fairly. But guess what? Pay your fair share of federal taxes. You know how much they pay? You know what the rate is they pay in federal taxes? 8.2%. Raise your hand if you trade for that. You'd all take 8.2%, wouldn't you? It's far less than the vast majority of Americans pay. No billionaire should pay a lower tax rate than a teacher, a sanitation worker, a nurse. That's why I proposed the minimum tax of 25% for billionaires. Just 25%. You know how much money that would raise? $500 billion in the next 10 years. Imagine what that could do for America and for our future. From lowering the deficit to child care, home care, paid leave, so many other countries have, and still lower the deficit. Look, folks, let me close with this. You're all standing, I'm keeping you too long.
We have a fight in front of us, and we are the underdogs in this race. We are. But you see, this is a people-powered campaign. Ours is a people-powered campaign. In fact, after I announced my candidacy, we saw the best week of grassroots fundraising in presidential campaign history. And if you go to KamalaHarris.com, you can help us build on that success. So the momentum in this race is shifting. And there are signs that Donald Trump is feeling it. You may have noticed. So last week, you may have seen, he pulled out of the debate in September he had previously agreed to. So here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about that. So he won't debate, but he and his running mate sure seem to have a lot to say about me. And by the way, don't you find some of their stuff to just be plain weird? Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say, say it to my face. Georgia, in the next 98 days, we have our work cut out for us. And this is not going to be easy. This is hard work, but we like hard work. Hard work is good work.
We see a future where we define democracy and defend it, not diminish it. We see a future where we defend the basic freedoms, not take them away. We see a future where we reward work, not just wealth, where the wealthy pay their fair share. And we see a future where we save the planet from the climate crisis and our country from gun violence. And folks, I mean this as I travel the world. I've been in most countries around the world. I know the vast majority of the world leaders because I've been around a day or two. I know I don't look it. But we see a future. I see a future that must remain the beacon of the world. Above all, we see a country for all Americans, a future for all Americans, a presidency for all Americans. So join me. Get out the vote. Vote, vote, vote. Folks, from the bottom of my heart, I believe in America. I believe in you, the American people. We just have to remember who we are, for God's sake. We are the United States of America. There is simply nothing beyond our capacity when we act together. So let's do that. Get out the vote. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, Georgia, today I ask you, are you ready to get to work? Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it? And when we